Here comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the end of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. How the victory will start. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising, I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will know. Keep our light shine, the sun is rising. Wave your flag anywhere you are. Keep our light shine, the sun is rising. Oh. Keep our light shine, the sun is rising. Freedom, freedom, yeah. The sun, we are rising.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's live presentation on Biafra Television Europe. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB, and IPOB is being led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today is the 11th day, Tuesday, 11th day of February 2025. This is Biafra Television Europe. I remains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fearless IPOB evangelist. Today, we are going to present to you what happened in the court yesterday between federal government of Nigeria and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. He was arrested in Murtala Mohammed Airport on the 12th night of October 2015. And the Nigerian state refused to, in Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, they refused to announce it on the 12th night 13th morning, they refused to announce it. Then, the whole day of the 13th of October 2015, Nigeria refused to announce it. Reaching on the 13th of October 2015, IPOB announced the missing of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is our leader. Then, reaching on the 14th of October 2015, the Nigerian state now announced from their first headquarters or DSS that they are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB. This case was moved to a court of competence. The court of competent jurisdiction in Abuja looked into this case. That was Justice Adumola of the Federal High Court, Abuja. Based on the application before her, the Honorable Court, the court discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. That is the reason why I started from this very point, because we will still listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will understand. Now, the Nigerian state refused the court order of their own by Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court, Abuja. The Nigerian state moved this very case. That is to say, they recused Justice Ademola, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They recused Justice Ademola, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Understand this. I'll repeat it third time. The Nigerian state recused Honorable Justice Ademola, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? 17th of December 2015. Now, they moved the case to the court of John Soho, right? And Honorable John Soho, reaching on the March of 2016, he discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, right? In the presence of the federal government represented by their prosecutor, Labaran. The same thing happened in the court of Ademola, Justice Ademola. Labaran was there. Labaran's answer to questions was what actually freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court of Ademola. Response from question from Justice Ademola: how many are the victims of his terrorism? Justice the Federal Council, Ademola Johnson, what is his name? Labaran started saying that he posed national security threat from his piracy radio in London. Automatically, you have no jurisdiction. The court discovered that they do not have jurisdiction. Oh, this is an offense committed in London. That's what Justice Ademola was reasoning. Oh, so this was a case you said committed in London. Now, and the Justice Ademola understood that Labaran, or begin to think that Labaran do not understand the English very well. He now asked him, who are the victims of his terrorism? Because he have asked him how many people have died under his terror. He now asked him, because what his response means that he knew that that is not terrorism. So he wanted Labaran, the Federal Council, to present terrorism as it is in the charge. Who are the victims of terrorism? He repeated the same thing, and Justice Ademola, after going through other things, he discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. And Nigeria recused Ademola from that very case. Did Nnamdi Kanu complain? No. Get the point I am picking here. I am giving here. Now, or I am making here. Now, John Soho discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. This one they call Chief Judge now. Honorable Justice John Soho, who tried to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under secret trial. Nnamdi Kanu said no. He ended up discharging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally in March 2016. Nigerian government again recused John Soho, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government again recused John Soho, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government again, I know why I mentioned it 3 times, recused John Soho, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and moved the case to the court of Honorable Justice Ahmed Mohammed, a federal high court sitting in Abuja again. Did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said no? Did he say no that federal government should not recuse John Soho? How many courts now? The 2 courts discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. 2015, December 17, by Justice Ademola, and 2016, March, I cannot remember the date, we don't lie, March 2016. And upon this, so after Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB family members that gathered in a school, National High School Aba, praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government also sent their army, police, DSS, all of them came there and massacred people, shooting them. They first of all shoot tear gas in a school that was fenced, that is fenced. Today is still fenced, and people die. They shoot us live bullet. Go and type it in your Google. Killings of IPOB family member, 2016 in Aba. Just write it. Don't mention school. You will get it now. After that one, you get Mpo massacre, 2016 May 30th, May 30th, 29th, night, in the night. Now, these are extrajudicial killings, despite the discharge of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? 9th of February 2016. Then we continue. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said no, say no when they recused Ademola. He was asking it in court. We'll play it here. But let's just pick this point. That's why I want to touch here. Because I have been using this place in my broadcast. I have been using this. The lead counsel, he thought he went to law. He's a lawyer. He said he's a lawyer. Yes, he's a lawyer. But I've been picking points here. I have destroyed this very case already for how many different broadcasts, both private and our national television here, Biafra Television Europe. Do you know that when Justice Ademola decided and they recused him from handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case and move it to John Soho, there was no court order again that any detention court warrant that said Nnamdi Kanu should be detained. Do you understand? After being discharged by Justice Ademola, they illegally took him. Now you ask yourself, which warrant exactly do they took to the court of John Soho? Does it mean that Justice John Ademola did not sign his pronouncement at the back of the warrant as it's been done? The court clerk will write the pronouncement of the judge at the back of the warrant, and they will take it to the judge's office, and the judge will sign it and stamp it. And we ask, which particular warrant do they took to the court of John Soho? Because there was no fresh detention warrant after they refused the court order of Justice Ademola on the 17th of December 2015. I told them when we use this very place positively to what is happening at the moment is coming, and that is now. This judgment we are securing, we secure it not that Nigeria will obey. We secure it to vindicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, especially on Radio Biafra broadcast and in our agitation for Biafra restoration. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, our agitation, we have been vindicated. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, our people can now know that we do not belong to Nigeria. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, the very lie they call one Nigeria have been exposed. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, the very democracy they presented to the world by Nigeria have been exposed. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we get more energy why Nigeria must not exist. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, IPOB determined to die more for what they need. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we have seen that there is no reason to go back. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we have discovered that there is no reason to patronize Nigeria. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we still discover that there are reasons for us to bring our investment back home. Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we discover that federal government can never love good things to happen to us. They have sponsored insecurity against us because they can never save us. Now, let us continue in the analysis of the case before we listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, because this very area we are touching now connects to exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying. He was making a point and say, when they recused Justice Ademola, my case, did I complain? And that's why I am touching here, so that you will understand. When they I will still pick some point, that some people are saying. I will analyze it. I know why I'm touching here, right? Now, when when Ademola recused, the federal government recused Ademola his case, did he complain? No. Did he say the Ademola should try the case? No. Now that's for a question to them in their court. Then when they moved the case to the John Soho court, John Soho decided Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. The same Nigerian state recused John Soho, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and moved it to the court of Honorable Justice Ahmed Mohammed. Ahmed Mohammed told the DSS that I have warned you from bringing this kind of case to this honorable court. And I am directing you to go and obey the previous court rulings. Go and ask DSS, if you are watching this, ask DSS, when you move this case from the court of John Soho and move it to the court of Ahmed Mohammed, justice, a good man, a Fulani man, a good man, what did he tell you in 2016? What did Justice Ahmed Mohammed told DSS? I am directing you to go and obey the previous court rulings. Which rulings? The ruling of Honorable Justice Ademola and the ruling of Honorable Justice John Soho. He said, rulings, there is S. Rulings, the two already given ruling. And Nigeria have been recusing judges the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria have been recusing judges the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu did not complain when they moved the case from the court of John Soho. They recused John Soho from the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They moved it to John Ahmed Mohammed. Ahmed Mohammed told them to go and obey the court rulings. They moved the case again, and they recused Ahmed Mohammed because Ahmed Mohammed just said, I will not handle this case. He recused himself, right? Then they moved the case to the court of Bintanyaku. The same case that federal high court judges have discharged is the same court, is the same case in the same federal high court Abuja that Bintanyaku granted high conditional bails, high bail conditions, 12 high bail conditions. If Bintanyako is not biased, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, if the husband and son is not involved in the trade that pattern she's trying to play, what will warrant her to grant Nnamdi Kanu 12 high conditional bail, a man that 3 courts have discharged? Ademola say discharge unconditionally. John Soho say discharge unconditionally. Ahmed Mohammed say obey the court ruling of John Soho and Ademola. Obey it. Is it not 3? Is it not 3? Will you remove what Justice Ahmed Mohammed said? It is judgment. It is judgment. It is ruling from his own court. Whatever the judge said, it is already constitution. Any rulings the judge says is a constitution. When you bring a case and the judge say, go and obey these 2 rulings first, and I have warned you from bringing this kind of case to this honorable court. That's what Ahmed Mohammed said. Do you know that Bintanyako welcomed this case and came with Sharia law? Secret trial. He said there will be shared witnesses. Where are those your witnesses today? There will be shared witnesses. And then Nnamdi Kanu protested. He said no to secret trial. At the end, they have no other option. They now colluded with Bintanyako. They conspired and discussed. Bintanyako told them, you cannot defeat this man. What we'll do is to send army to go and kill him. Because what Bintanyako played in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after the invasion of army shows that she was in a meeting with federal government to cut his bail. Because if she wasn't aware of the invasion of the army, There will be nothing that will warrant to Bintanyako to throw away the application suit by IPOB Nnamdi Kanu Senate Council, who applied and complained over the invasion of his house. IPOB Nnamdi Kanu lawyer applied to Bintanyako. Bintanyako threw away our application and demanded that Abari be the shorty and the Jewish rabbi and the Igbo business billionaire based in Abuja that signed his shorty that they should report to the court. They should provide Nnamdi Kanu or they come. But you heard that I invaded his house. That is the angry point of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That this woman have nothing to say about the invasion of his house. And these are things that have been going on. Where Nigeria committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu, what is the ground of trying him for terrorism? Then they went to Kenya again, committed terrorism against him because Bintanyako promoted the invasion of his house. Had Bintanyako held the DSS and Nigerian army, questioned them, why did you go to the house of a man that was granted bail? Why? There will be nothing like extraordinary release of Nnamdi Kanu. But the Bintanyako throwing away the suit and giving Tiala, the terrorist organization, the grant to be demanding for the arrest of Abaribe, demanding for the arrest of the shorties of Nnamdi Kanu, because Bintanyako was busy demanding for shorties in the presence of crime. Seeing the invasion of the house of Nnamdi Kanu, you did not question the army. You did not question the army. Where is your conscience? You are dodging away from the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's house. Why is it that Bintanyako is going away from that very fact? That Nigeria lacked the legitimacy and the ground to try Nnamdi Kanu, having committed to terrorism against him. They lacked it. I commit robbery. You say I committed robbery against you. I robbed you. How do you catch me? You go and rob me. You say I committed terrorism against you. You now terrorize me. Is that how to do things? You that can look and discover law and discover that I committed terrorism. You know that I committed it. Why did you not commit terrorism? You that knows what terrorism is all about. I'm asking you, if somebody steals your vehicle, will you go and steal from the person? Or if you are giving somebody allegation that he steal from you, how do you fight it? Is it not to follow the very due proceeding for arrest? Then why did you go and commit stealing against the person? Somebody you have not discovered that he steal from you. You now did your own in the open. You said Nnamdi Kanu committed terrorism. He has not shot you before. What you presented is Radio Biafra. Today you are running away from Radio Biafra. And I ask you, which offense can you charge Nnamdi Kanu for outside Radio Biafra? That's why you recruited criminality. To charge Nnamdi Kanu for criminality. When you proscribed him in 2017, you want to prosecute him with your recruits and your sponsored terrorists that you sponsored 2021. Then you said he jumped in 2017. You brought him back from Kenya. You are now charging him, presenting charges, American charges, that is bothering 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. And you are now sponsoring terrorism and starting to prosecute him with your terrorist attack on our people 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. You are trying to use it to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu, the man you said that is afraid to stand a trial in 2017. Is it the things happening in 2020 that Nnamdi Kanu, you said he jumped bail because of? We'll listen to him. So before we listen to him, we'll go to Bintanyako. Bintanyako, why is it that you are running away from the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's house? If it is you, will you be happy? Upon that, he ran for his life. Nigeria still went and committed extraordinary rendition. Not just that, they tortured him to die in Kenya. This is a man, somebody wants him to start jumping up and say, Bintanyako, hey, you are my sister, I should be in your court. Have Bintanyako questioned the army? If such judge have never questioned the army, if just judge have never questioned and asked, how was Nnamdi Kanu brought back to Nigeria? Such judge is completely biased and incompetent to handle such case. You didn't question the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's house, Bintanyako. You didn't question how he was brought back to Kenya. Because if you question it, you will see that there is no reason for you to try him. You lack the jurisdiction. Why is it that Nigeria do not write to the UK Secretary of State if Nnamdi Kanu committed terrorism through Radio Biafra? So you want to abandon the charges against him 2015, 2016, 2017. You want to come up with the insecurity you sponsored in our land 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 is what you want to use to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. What happened to the charges against him that you said he jumped bail? Why? Why? What are the dangers in that warrant that you say he jumped bail? If there is nothing in that warrant, then why did you say he jumped bail? Then if there is something in that warrant, present it in court, and we are not seeing it. What we are seeing are charges that started 2018, 2019, 2020. People you proscribed 2017, you are looking for evidence to give to the world in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. You are still looking for evidence on the process. You are killing the people of the East, and you say you are Nigerian government. You are killing the people of the East in order to provide evidence on the people you proscribed 2017. In 2020, 2020, you make Uzodinma governor to provide evidence in Imo. 2021, you are killing our people. After kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, you recruited people to be killing us and said they are fighting for Biafra. And in Nnamdi Kanu, you want him to be happy. I know why I touch here because I don't want these places to disrupt me from the places I want to treat in this matter. And the topic says, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bold move to agitate for Biafra at Abuja court. That is our topic. And let us listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We need to watch him in court, then pick the points. I know why I touched this place. Let us listen to him. Just be patient.
The simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect.
Get this point.
She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking. Sorry. He did me something in my case. I refused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I must hear it? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with your case, which is you, then you need to go and
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have recused yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. A woman should do the right thing. A chairman of the board of directors constitution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world is such nonsense stop. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand accused and you must take my case. You cannot write me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ABM surface, you are here standing as voting evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you. You say you have to want to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Peter will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth. I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
Look at paradise, as I said, the view of the past, that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was extremely day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this is what am I not well. This is an order of court. An order of court says Justice Beta Nyako is recused. An order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come from this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court.
I take your permission.
It's an order of court.
I take your permission to address you. For the very defendant, that in every sin land, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
And tell him lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge, is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Netanyahu, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Giving you a definite get for trial so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Verbatim. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. But it's not advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of the judicial function, it means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her.
That is it. Welcome back. This is Biafra Television Europe. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB, and IPOB is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you invite others. Before we move, let us remind our people that today is Tweet Tuesday, as it is a tradition in IPOB. Tweet is former name. Today it is X. Try to go and do the needful. Thank you. We move on. From the video we have listened to, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu firstly he presented the injustices against him by the Nigerian state. The next one, he presented Biafra. That was the Biafra was on the before the media. He presented it to the media. He presented the intimidation to the media, the injustice to the media. He presented Biafra. Why did he presented Biafra? We'll still come to it. He now, lastly now, he countered his trial in the court of Bintanyako. He opposed it. That's what he did in the court. But let us start from one. That one will lead us very far. Where he presented Biafra, there is something that happened there. He was addressing the media, and the lead counsel, Aloy Ejimako, was touching him to tell him something. Somebody that told you that he is here out of courtesy and respect. Courtesy and respect. He is not here to stand trial. That is the point you pick. He told you the reason why he is here. Right? Now, when he come here, there is something he come to present, not you. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he do not need the lawyers that day just to be there. That's what he needs. Because if he allows the lawyer to proceed, then the case will start in the Bintanyako's court. He want to kick against anything that will warrant the case to kickstart in Bintanyako's court. That is what he's opposing. I don't want to put this was opposing because he's in the cell. He's still opposing it. Tomorrow, he's still opposing it. I will never put it was until he's freed. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is opposing. Until he's freed. He cannot stand trial in the Bintanyako's court. I'm still coming to that. Now, where he tapped the lawyer should be a lawyer and concentrate and know when somebody want to present his matter. Nnamdi Kanu told us in Umuahia in 2017 in the palace that he comes to court with Intuntuya. I tell my lawyer what to do for me in court. If you fail to do it, you are sacked. What is Intuntu? Case file. I didn't know it before. I didn't know it. He's the one who told us that Intuntu, case file is Intuntu in Igbo language. This is a man who knows when to come into his matter. This is a man who don't want to be politically correct because he's not protesting, he's not agitating, what is it called, campaigning for presidency. Nnamdi Kanu is not contesting for governor. He's not contesting for senate. He needs freedom. And anywhere he is, he will lawfully present what he is doing. The lawyers You are there. What Nigeria is presenting is terrorism. And then Nnamdi Kanu have the opportunity to remind the world about treason and to remind the world what actually led to the treason charge. That he is fighting for Biafra, and he begin to tell you that this is why he do what he does. This is why he do what he does. And it is his right targeted for Biafra. Then why should a lawyer be talking by them? And why should a lawyer be touching him then? This is something he did not tell you to present in court. He know it is not your duty to present it in court. You will only present self-determination. If Nnamdi Kanu is opportune to be before the media and present Biafra, do not interrupt him. That is the head of the matter. These are people who don't want our agitation to be presented. Everything he needs is they want Nnamdi Kanu to leave agitation so that he will be freed. Anytime he's bringing our agitation, bringing IPOB confidence, anything about to protect IPOB and protect our agitation, they'll be talking about court. What actually led to court? Why are you trying to undermine what led to the court? You want to be presenting terrorism charges without reminding the world that this is agitation. And when you are a lawyer, you have to get a signal. You have to know that this man now, this is not court proceedings. This is before the media. Let him present his matter before the media. The other one never you turn. You turn azu na-ekwu okwu. Ejimako was there, touching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Touching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the side, tapping him. Somebody that was presenting what actually led to his incarceration, which Nigeria is trying to undermine and present terrorism that they sponsored in our land. And you cannot allow him to counter the charges before him that you can never win in court. Are you winning it? If he's inopportune to present it before the media, why must you tap him? Why must you tap him? Are you the one controlling him on Radio Biafra? Are you the one controlling Nnamdi Kanu for years on Radio Biafra? How many times have you offended on Radio Biafra? Is it not what he said on Radio Biafra they catch him for? Why have they not convicted him? You are the one who now directing Nnamdi Kanu what to say. What to say to the media, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB. You tell him what to say to media, not to implicate himself. Nnamdi Kanu is a lie. You don't want our quest to be presented. On another the other one was facing back, turning back, talking, making noise when the leader of a people was addressing the media. What kind of something is that? It is distraction. Your worry is that he is talking. You don't want him to pass boundary. Which boundary? Which boundary? Has Nigeria not crossed boundary? The same thing they told him in court when he was telling Bintayako, go and tell Buhari he's mad. They say in contempt of court. He told them, what about the charges? Court have discharged him. Ademola discharged him. Johnson discharged him. Ahmed Mohammed said, go and obey the court order. And he come to Bintayako court. You will say contempt of court. What about the court orders that discharged him you didn't obey? You tell him contempt of court. Small time now, somebody will say, what he's saying in court may be a contempt of court. Which contempt? We are agitating for Biafra. We want to get contempt of court. Mad people. Why must you distract Nnamdi Kanu? Because Nnamdi Kanu is now showing them that his incarceration is on his body, but the strength comes from his God. The strength comes from his God. Anytime he wants to present his mission on the world, you will see him doing it with the strength from God. Why are you worried that he's still vibrant? You want to turn it, he's arrogant. He's tapping, he's that. He's in so. What did you say he did? Is it not what he was saying on Radio Biafra? Why have you not convicted him? You are the same arrogance he said he is or he was on Radio Biafra. We come to your court, convict him, prove that he's arrogant. You cannot. You say he's a terrorist. You come to the court, prove it. You cannot. You say he's a treason. We came to the court. Prove it, you cannot. Today you are still talking arrogance. Because you do not have sense. Who is arrogance? Now, will IPOB protest peacefully? Nigeria will come and kill us. Who is arrogance? Discharged and acquitted by a court, and the Marami said he has only discharge. Who is arrogance? Is Marami not arrogance? Is Attorney General not arrogance? Bintanyako, is she not arrogance? By army attacking the home of somebody she granted bail, and the we file application reporting to her court. What she did is she threw our application away and was busy demanding for the shorties to present Nnamdi Kanu. Is Bintanyako not arrogance in handling the case? Is Bintanyako not arrogance by cutting the bail of Nnamdi Kanu, revoking his bail? Is that not arrogance? Is that not arrogance to revoke the bail of Nnamdi Kanu, who escaped death by the army? Who is arrogance? Very stupid set of people. Somebody that has been discharged is illegally detained. You want him to be happy. Why is it that the voice of Nigeria is not going high? Because they are guilty. You see somebody with the innocent spirit challenging injustice that the lawyer can never challenge. This is things that lawyer cannot say because lawyers are under guideline. That's why he said, don't talk. This is not your matter. I want to counter this. Bintanyako cannot handle my case. If you come to handle it now, you will start on court proceeding. From court proceeding, you will beg Nnamdi Kanu to continue because it is your business. Is there a wedding quarrel? Do you have a shop? Is it not going to court? Is your business? So why do you want your business to start in the court of Bintanyako? Why do you want it to continue? He told you to sit down. He don't want you to continue. Let him counter this thing. Let it end forever. And he counter it. What is indefinite date of court? Is Bintanyako handling the case? That is rubbish. Bintanyako recused herself from the case. So why should she decide on the date of the court? She do not handle any case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there out of courtesy and respect, not to stand trial. So why are the lawyers angry that they were not allowed to handle the case? Why was she handling the case? The case is not standing. He is countering it. He says, sit down. We don't want proceedings. You would like to follow proceedings. Sit down. I want to counter this. And I want to question the judge direct. Jesus, did he not question? Jesus. Even Paul who questioned, he went to even Felix, from governor to Felix, president. He answered from his mouth. Did Jesus not answer from his mouth? Did Muhammad not answer from his mouth? Can you not take a with the law? The law you have been handling for years, you didn't achieve anything. Allow this man to vomit it. People have to speak out their anger. In Asia, we have rules of engagement for years. What did they achieve? Somebody want to present his matter in Asia law. Is Nigeria lawful? In Asia, why must you talk when Nnamdi Kanu is addressing the media? Is that your court proceedings? Is it in the court? When I was in Enugu maximum prison, we went to the court. Okibo from Nkanu. Chris Okibo from Nkanu. He told his lawyer, sit down. Were you there when it happened? He was telling the court what happened. He was telling it. He said, you were in your house. I went and reported the case to you. That's what Okibo said. You are a lawyer. I hire you to stand for my behalf. And this thing, the level we are, the stage we are now, is for me to say it. What happened? You are telling me to stop. I say, were you there when it happened? I hire you. Stand for me. Let me say what happened. Were you there? Was police there? Police were actually, it was gossip that police received. You, the lawyer, it was gossip. I was there. I am the accused. Let me say it. Sit down. Why does he tell me to sit down? Chris Okibo was telling his lawyer. He's not calling you here. You want Nnamdi Kanu to be politically correct on another president. Is he contesting for president? He must show you that he's an agitator everywhere he is. Anytime he wants to present his matter, allow him. Forget that your proceedings. Are you the one guiding him on Radio Biafra for years? Why was Nigeria frustrated and kidnapped him? If he cannot guide, if Nnamdi Kanu cannot guide himself, Why did Nigeria not write to the UK Secretary of State? Is it not Ejimako that is telling the government to transfer the case to Southeast, where the case happened? But he is wrong. These are things they are trying Nnamdi Kanu to follow. But that is wrong. The case happened on Radio Biafra. Ejimako is completely wrong. Him and the lawyers, completely, because they put that together to tell me that an accusation. When did the accusations happen in the East? 2015. What are they presenting in court? 2020 on non-government. NSAS, attack on IFI facility. Why can't you pin on the warrant he was granted bail on? The warrant was granted in 2017. Why must Nigeria come with the charges of 2020 to confront a warrant that charges are in already? There are warrants he was granted bail. So why do they abandon it and come with a non-government? And you want us to proceed? To proceed. Why would you tell me a charge there that connects with 2015, 2016, and 2017? Apart from the transmitter charge, the count 15 of the 15 amendment charges. Apart from it, tell me another charge that connects with 2015. So why must you prosecute a man that you say he jumped in 2017? You be prosecuting him with crimes committed 2020. Why must you prosecute people you proscribed 2017? You are now prosecuting them with insecurity you recruited in 2020. Is that an evidence? Where are the evidences of 2015, 2016, 2017 that warranted to the prosecution? Why must you come with a non-government? Are you not the one that recruited them? Show us what led to the prosecution 2017. Show us the charge that warranted Nnamdi Kanu's jumping of bail. Is it 2020? So he jumped in 2017 because of what will happen in 2020. So Nnamdi Kanu jumped in 2017 because of what will happen in 2021. Why must you prosecute him with things that happened in 2021 when you are telling the world he jumped in 2017? Do you have brain problem? Do you have mental problem? You want Nnamdi Kanu to be lawfully correct. When don't you know there is a time you will talk to present your innocence? All of them are angry, he's still vibrant. All of them are angry after the torture. All of them are disappointed. Onye ka na-akpọ ike guru abụ ọ nọ na-akụ inyo ihe ọ na-amaghị anya ị gaa na nga mbụ ịma lọ onwe ihe ịma na-akọ eri inyo anụ mpama. Aka m na-abịa for you. Let us continue. People are not inyo. Nnamdi Kanu, that is not God. Addressing media, anybody that made noise, even if he did not say that you're a lawyer, he tap you. Don't talk. What did he tap your front? Ask your lawyer, why were you turning your back when your client was talking? Why did he tap your back? Is it not your stomach he's supposed to tap? If you turn back means you are not concentrating. If you turn front, you will know he was talking. Why was the lawyer turning back? He hit his back. Somebody facing front, hitting your back. Did Nnamdi Kanu turn his hand? You turn your back against the presentation of your client. That is arrogancy. Why must you turn back when he was addressing the media? Why wasn't you facing up? Why did you face back, discussing with people? Why were you generating noise? Why are you trying to demoralize him from his presentation? Was that in court proceedings? That was addressing the media, presenting his anger over the indefinite adjournment. That is sin and die, S-I-N-E. Sin and die, no date of court. That is banned over. Something that happened to somebody that they are charged with capital charge and take the person to magistrate court. Right? I'm not happy here. The way I stand, I'm not happy. You must understand this. Right? Because sometimes kind of expose many things. People want to hide where it touches them. Those that are angry, that is still vibrant, they say his arrogance. He tapped his lawyer at the mention back. What was back doing when your client was facing front? What was your back doing? If one was in a cash, then the freedom fighter. Governor. Who told you? Is it Nnamdi Kanu contesting for governor to make you happy? Why must you turn back? Why? When a lion was roaring to the media, if you want to assist him, why can't you face front? Something he never told you to present in court. He never told you to present Biafra. You only present self-determination. Why can't you allow him to present Biafra to the media, not to the court? Why can't you allow him? You are distracting him. Then why do you want to preside over his case? Why do you want to handle his case when he don't have case in the court of Intanyako? Why are you angry? Because you want the case to start. That's why Ejimako got the information. He came up and told us it came late. Now because he's angry. Information that came long ago. He held it. No campaign, no nothing. We don't know. 2 days at the weekend, he told us he come emergency. Unprepared. Information that came since. Do you understand? That is what they say it was emergency information. Very big lie. At the end, Ejimako knows that immediately he start that case in Bitayako's court, they will pick date of court. Nnamdi Kanu don't want that their lawyer proceedings because the lawyers cannot challenge the son. Nnamdi Kanu have been seeing the intimidation of the son against the lawyers. He mentioned it there. He said they intimidate lawyers. Now, they cannot intimidate Ojoko the son. That's why Ejiofor was handling this case. And he was busy looking for a son. And he got Ozokome. He keep begging him. Not that he cannot do it. But Malami, the Attorney General, was intimidating them with the position of son. There are ranks. If the son come inside the court, they stand. Then why do you want him to tell you these things? You start lining it up to be lawfully correct, to be under lawyer's rule, isn't it? It is our rule of engagement. Rule of engagement. Is that rule of engagement? They went to Kenya. Is that rule of engagement? It is when Nnamdi Kanu want to present his matter, the day that he don't have case, the particular day he said, I am here out of courtesy and respect. He don't have case in the court of Intanyako. Why are you angry as a lawyer to proceed this case in the court of Intanyako? Why are you angry? Why are you angry? Why can't you be happy that he is doing you nice? Something you cannot present because you are in the union, you're under union. There are laws guiding you. The same thing we told Ohanese, the same thing we told our politicians. That is what all of you are doing. But Jesus defended himself. We told them, Oga, we don't tell you, we did not ask you to advocate for Biafra. Use your position and guide our land. You are the governor, we know you are caged. You are the senator, we know you are caged. Do not fight us. Face your position. Instead of that, they now turn around, fighting us, seeing us as their problem. Up and down, mere ihe ọma. Nnamdi Kanu emegoro na ihe ọma na onye anọ n'ụlọ court obi Ntanyako. You don't need to proceed there. Allow me can let me see the reason why they should take my case today again. Allow me, let me scatter it today. Else they are not seeing the court orders. There are court orders before them. They are pretending they are not seeing it. Now the Kanu is reading it. They are pretending they are not seeing it. And you want him to be lawfully correct. When they are not correct with the laws, the rulings of their courts, they are not correct. You is it not the kind to be lawfully correct? Even maybe you have brain problem. You have brain problem. Do you understand? You want him to be lawfully correct. At the day he used to have case in Bintanyako's court, did he disturb you? Then why did you want him to allow you to continue his case? Is he not in court? Lawyers, is it not court that is your farm? Are you in detention? Is that not your farmland? Is that not your occupation? He allow you to do your own. The day he don't have case in Bitanyako's court, remember his presentation. I am here out of courtesy and respect. That means I am not here for trial. So why are you angry? He said, sit down. What I am presenting is not what you can present. You are a lawyer. You are under Nigerian Bar Association. You cannot present these things. Allow me, let me stand and present it and counter these people. Let me challenge them. If they cannot read out, let me say it by video. If they cannot read out, let me say it in the open before them. In actual proceedings. Do you understand? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not counting years like some fools are talking. He's not after you. He's after destroying Nigeria. If somebody that is a Nigerian can see the case of Nnamdi Kanu and still be rejoicing and thinking that they still have a country, you must be a fool. The protest of Nnamdi Kanu is very well welcomed. Against injustices, the lawyers have been intimidated. The lawyers have been stammering, intimidated. The main law, even the pronouncement of judges, of courts, have been intimidated. Everything intimidated. And you need to counter it. Let them do something. He did not say he will not stand trial. You recuse Ademola from handling his case. Accused John Soho from handling his case. Nnamdi did not mention John Soho, but I will remind you. You recused John Soho. Ademola discharged him unconditionally. 2015, 17 December. John Soho discharged him March 2016. None of these court orders was obeyed. They still recused John Soho, the case. Move it to Ahmed Mohammed. Nnamdi did not complain. 3 courts. They recused Ademola the case of Nnamdi Kanu. He followed them to John Soho. They recused John Soho the case. He followed them to Ahmed Mohammed. They still moved it to Ahmed Mohammed to Bintanyako. Today, he had been with Bintanyako's court for how many years? He said, I will not stand trial here. Again, it's a simple matter. It's a simple matter. Nigeria cannot be confident like Nnamdi Kanu because they are guilty. 2 times terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu. People who have been destroying Nnamdi Kanu's case, you are angry you did not come and continue the things that are not working. Small time now you say you have started. Small time they pick date, they give you 1 week time to make you happy. The next one they give you 2 weeks adjournment. You say this one they are giving closer adjournment. Hence the case are fixed in the Bintanyako's court. They will now give you 6 months. We know the case will end up sin and die. Let it end up sin and die. Something that should have ended up sin and die over 1 year ago. Let them tell us why Nnamdi Kanu is there. Let them tell us that they are forcing him to be in a court that recused herself from the case. Let them tell the world. They should tell the world that this is why he's in detention. Allow him to be sin and die for long. There's nothing in their court. Only yesterday, Kike defended Kanu in the Bintayako. What are you trying to present? You want to present and start quoting law. Hey, he accused himself. Can you use the voice he used on them? Then why can't you be happy? People who thought now that do by now. People who thought he would be stammering. People who thought that he would be sick. He will not be talking. They are now ashamed. 4 years of killing Igbo people in order to implicate Nnamdi Kanu. 4 years, they recruited so many people. Simon Heber was there using Biafra, using Nnamdi Kanu to kill our people. We were here countering it. Every time if they kill, Nigeria will say it's IPOB. The same people that will say we are Liberation Army, we are government in exile. If they kill, the same people IPOB published their name 2021 and said these people are criminal. The same people IPOB pointed out their hideouts and said these people are criminal. The same camps IPOB say these are criminal camps. The same place Nigeria will go eat and say it's IPOB camp. The same criminals will announce their name on radio. And Simon and his gang was singing. Hey, why are they calling the name of our men? Why are they calling the name of our men? The same people is the people they will catch and say it's the ESN commander. So IPOB will expose their own commanders. That is madness. Today, it has reversed. How? There is nothing that happened to IPOB. And then Nnamdi Kanu is standing strong. Why are you worried? Is the constitution working? Is Nigeria working? Is he worried about your stupidity? He's not worried. He's after his agitation. Presenting Biafra before the media is a welcome development because from treason that connects to Biafra agitation, they remove treason and start presenting what is it called? Terrorism. Trying to cut off agitation. Trying to cut off agitation. Buhari committed treason December 31st, 1983. He was the one who arrested Nnamdi Kanu 2015, October 14, and they charged him for treason. And that is the Nigeria for you. Today, there are headlines, 800 Boko Haram. But what security are doing here is any youth they see, they kill. But they can arrest Boko Haram and keep them. But the common vigilante Soludo launched cannot, what they do is to kill. Common security Ozodema launched, their duty is to kill. But to Boko Haram, they will arrest them and later tell you they have repented. That is where you'll be politically correct. As if we are contesting, we want to have good face in Nigeria. Who want to have good face? Who? Who have Nigeria favored? From 1914 to 2024 is 110 years of lies. The very rubbish was created because the North is too poor. That was the statement, and is still the statement of the God of Nigeria that created Nigeria. Look at. Now, after 110 years, have the North become rich? Now, let us go back to 1960, the independence of Nigeria. From 1960 to 2024, let's just leave 25. It will give you 64 years. And you now deduct 11 years of Obasanjo ruling Nigeria, 1976 to 1979, and 1999 to 2007, 8 years for 3 years. It is 11 years. You bring this 1 year of Tinubu, don't just add it to, just call one, right? Okay, it is getting to 2. You add these 2 years of Tinubu, may now make it 2. This very 2 years of Tinubu, it will now be 13, right? Which means we have added 1 year. It will now be 13. Now, 13 years, right? You now bring 2 years of Yaradua when 2 years of Jonathan when Yaradua died, right? He completed the remaining 2 years. Now you bring the 4 years of Jonathan that ended 2015, right? Plus the 2 years, this is 6 years. 6 years plus 13 years of the Yoruba people. That is 19 years. Now you deduct it from 64 years. You get 45 years. Right? Is it? Now, who ruled 45 years? The Northerners. Who are the most poor? Northerners. Where can you get the highest number of beggars? Northerners. Where can you get the highest number of illiterate? Northerners. Where can you get highest number of sick people? North. Then where have terrorists overrun? The main terrorists, not government or artificial insecurity you see in the southeast. Because IPOB cannot kill the people they come to save. We ask, Where have terrorists overrun? The north. So if not, that is the number one citizens of Nigeria, cannot enjoy Nigeria, what are you trying to use to convince me to remain in Nigeria? Have the north, that is the number one citizen, enjoying Nigeria? The Yoruba they gave number two citizen, are they enjoying? Are they not complaining about Fulani invasion? The Lagos that is their own, are they the owners of the shops? Are they the owners of the market? Are they controlling the economy? Are they the owner of the goods in wharf? Hey, we have seaport. Do you import? What do you have? The shops in your street, we own it. We set up prices of goods. You just own a space. The same thing with the northern. Hey, do you know we have capital city? When you are hungry, go and begin to build Asorok structure and eat. Go to Kano and move, get foreign company, build it and eat. Go to the embassy in Abuja, start eating it because you are a northerner. When hungry catch you. They rule Nigeria. They are the first class citizens. They are the most poor. What will convince me to become a Nigeria when northerners are not feeling fine? If they can have Babangida alive, have Gowon who knows how to kill, genocide master, then they have Absalami who knows how Aguirre can die. What is it? T.Y. Danjuma. They have Absalami also. They say the Buhari is still alive. Who knows how to overthrow? Who knows how to carry on Owe massacre? Who knows how to carry on genocide 67 to 70? Right? He's still alive. But they cannot fight terrorism in the north. But Gowon knows how to fight and kill our people. They cannot confront terrorism in the north. That's what we're asking. Then what do the Yoruba need if not do not have security? If the East do not have if the North do not have security, what do the East want? Do you need that? Do you think that North will give you security? They're in charge of the government. That's why we gave our people ESN. Because we cannot continue with the one central command of Nigeria that does not benefit of anything. That was the reason why they kicked against Abuja Accord Agreement. Because it gives us a regional security. Because we have the right to launch our own security, not have the right to launch their own. Right? Under Nigeria, not under Biafra. But must control our regions, right? But under one central government, under one Nigeria. United States of Nigeria, right? Just like structuring. That's why they kick against it, because they want to be invading our towns whenever they like and take our resources. As they are in Obaru, they will kill, they will blackmail, then they will start taking oil. They are also in Nsukka now. They are in Nzombe, Uiguta. They will kill, they will blackmail the citizens, arrest many, chase them away, start taking their oil. That is why they need express road, because any people that have resources, their land should be open for invasion of the colonial masters and the oppressors. Do you understand? Right? So now, that's why they're against ESN, who is like a regional security, countering the very Islamic agenda of one central government, one central command of the police and the army, whereby a governor Ugwani was calling the Eto Division General Officer in Command, GOC, and the Chief of Army Staff in Abuja. Eto Division is in Enugu. They refused to answer. They called Abuja, no way. He called the president, no way. Why Fulani was killing his people what is it called? Write it on the comment section. And that was one. Nimbo massacre. Right? One central government, one central command, where the IG of police will control the what is it called? The AIG in Umuahia or Zone 6 Calabar. They will now control the commissioner of police. The commissioner of police will control the area commander. Area commander will control the divisional police headquarters, and they will allow your backyard to be open. Fulani will come and massacre you. The same thing will go to the army. They will control the whole commands. Immediately after the massacring of the community by their marauders, Fulani claim to be herdsmen, terrorists. The next morning, they will know that the community will now try to retaliate. Next one, you see the army will be enrolled into that community, and the police will now come out with their gun and start calming them down. But the DPO was informed, and he informed DCO. They held it. They knew it will happen. There is no Fulani attack that the divisional police headquarters around that place do not know. There's no Fulani attack that. Do you know that any of them operating have the phone number of DPO, Northerner, have phone number, DSS commander of all the state? If you are a Fulani herdsman, you are in Enugu, you have the phone number of DSS Enugu command. You have the phone number of, if not for anything in state ID, 2IC or DC or AC. DC is deputy commissioner, they have assistant commissioner, they have second in command, 2IC, right? We continue. Before you have their division, D1, D2, sorry, D1 is AC, D2, that is 2IC. They move down, D3, D4, D5, D6, D9, homosexuality. So let us continue. D9 is robbery and some other crime. D10 is murder. Sorry, all those raping. D4 is murder in Enugu. Let us move anyway. We continue. So that is how they will command, and they will kill you. That is why they're against ESM, because Fulani herdsmen, terrorists, Boko Haram, ISIL, Qaeda, all of them are controlled by the government, sponsored by the government. They can control them, but they cannot control ESN. So it is against the existence of Nigeria to have a regional security. So that is it, because it counters the Islamic agenda. So the question now is, why must it be Pintanyako's court? Now, before we round up, you ask yourself, did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu complain when Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal... Don't forget that this is Biafra Television Europe presentation by me, and Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB. IPOB is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's still incarcerated. A case that have lasted 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and they ended up 2022 October 13. Even though upon the disobedient to court order, the lawyer still went to the court of the Federal High Court, Umuahia, on the 26th of October 2022. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discharged, and the Nigerian state was ordered to return him back to Kenya. That is, automatically he remains in detention in Kenya. But he's still in Nigeria, right? So what are they going to court to do? Are they looking for a favorable pronouncement of the judge? When are they going to obey court order? They didn't obey Ademola. They now recuse Ademola the case. Ademola discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally 17th of December 2015. They disobeyed the court order and they rearrested Nnamdi Kanu. Not to rearrested him like that, just withheld him back in DSS. If they say rearrest, it would be as if they went to his house. No, they did not even show sign of discharge, even to allow him to enjoy 5 minutes of freedom. No, they say he remains here. They took him to John Soho without getting another fresh detention warrant from any court. They used the same warrant that Ademola and that the court clerk of that Ademola court have written the pronouncement of the judge and took to the judge in his office. And the judge stamped it, wrote the date, then signed his pronouncement. And this is the warrant they took to the court of John Soho. And you begin to ask yourself, when John Soho gave his pronouncement of discharging Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, where did he actually sign his own pronouncement? Is it at the back of the same warrant? An invalid warrant. Are you understanding? They are supposed to be a fresh detention warrant, which warranted you to withhold him against the court order of the 17th December 2015. There have never been one that came. Even as they recused Ademola the case and moved to John Soho, John Soho discharged him in March 2016, despite the judicial killings of IPOB members on the 9th of February 2016. Then the Nigerian still withheld Nnamdi Kanu back without another fresh detention warrant, and they recused John Soho the case again. They recused John Soho the case as they recused Ademola the case without Nnamdi Kanu complaining. They recused John Soho the case without the same John Soho that is pushing the case back to Bintanyako's court. And the question to John Soho now is, when the federal government recused you this case in 2016, did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu complain and say you continue to try this case? John Soho is a question. Did you not decide this case unconditionally? Now we will ask you again. Which particular warrant was taken to the court of Ahmed Mohammed? And this question goes to John Soho again, the Chief Judge. Justice Ahmed Mohammed said, I am directing you, he was directing DSS, to go and obey the previous court rulings. And I have warned you from bringing this kind of case to this honorable court. That is the third court they took the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to. Now, the question to John Soho is, which rulings was Ahmed Mohammed talking about? Which rulings? Your ruling, that's your ruling. It has S. Your ruling, discharge unconditionally. The ruling of Ademola, discharge unconditionally, was what Ahmed Mohammed was referring DSS to go and obey. Now, as they moved the case again from the court of Ahmed Mohammed, Ahmed Mohammed recused himself from the case and say, I will not handle this kind of case. Stop bringing it here. Ahmed Mohammed chased DSS away. Some of them have forgotten this, but we memorize this because this is where we are. Give us Biafra or we die with Nigeria. Everything collapse. We don't even care to secure our own place. Everywhere, let the breeze come and live here. God is our witness. We cannot be tired and Nigeria will exist. This is the best position we want Nigeria to reach. Here, where nothing will ever move us to say we turn back. Show me anything that Nigeria have presented to convince us to become Nigerians. Okay, show me any sign since of our agitation. They are seeing us as idiots. And we will show them we are human beings. We will die for what we believe and we have been dying. Why is it that nothing has been done to say, hey, so that somebody will call them and say, out of these things you say, there are 10. Now, these people have done 6. So now they have done 5. Eh? Let's look into it. They have done 5. They have done 6. Do you understand? Nothing. The only thing we see is that more propaganda, more blackmailing. And you see some people who claim to be Nigerians, he will remain in prison forever and not saying Ewo. And you think that your Nigeria is not in prison. That is low mentality. When this kind of man, who have millions of followers all over the world, who knows what they are doing, if he's in your detention, your country is gone. Only this one video of Nnamdi Kanu from court have completely destroyed Nigeria. It shows that they are practicing injustice against him. Now, did you not see what Nigerian Chief Judge, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kekere, just said? To defend the image of Nigeria, after Nnamdi Kanu exposed them, he just said she just said that judiciary will be reformed. There is much corruption in judiciary. How can you reform judiciary inside Nigeria? The same people, army that is terrorists, is reforming Boko Haram terrorists. How can terrorists reform terrorists? I want to know, how can a country that is corrupt, their judiciary will be reformed? If Nigeria is not reformed, how can the judiciary be reformed? Have you achieved the aim of creation Nigeria? Was the government not given to the North? Why did they not achieve their aim of creating Nigeria? They say because the north is too poor. Have the north become rich? The answer is no. Let us continue. When they moved the case to the Ahmed Mohammed, yes, he recused himself and go to Bintanyako. Did Nnamdi Kanu complain? Why are you against his recusal? And Bintanyako recused herself. Why are you forcing Bintanyako? You, John Soho, where you forced the case back by Nnamdi Kanu? Did Nnamdi Kanu say you must preside over this case? Did Nnamdi Kanu say Ademola must preside over this case? But that's where we are heading. That's where we want to expose Bintanyako's family. That's why Nnamdi Kanu is there, to ask him. He did not come to answer any case in Bintanyako's court. He has no case. He said, why do you want to preside over this case? He asked prosecutor, why are you interested to prosecute me here? That simple question. Is a very, why are you interested? Why do you return this case here? Then Bintanyako, why did you welcome the case? You are welcoming it because of your personal gain. Oga, some of them, he have a lawyer talking himself. Mana police station. So let's macro about Nnamdi Kanu egbe na na-eme akụtara ya ihe. Ama bebe brain ndị mmadụ na-anọ. Oga, ọ bụ ihe ike na-eme mmadụ ọsụ asụsụ obodo ha. Ihe ike eme mmadụ asụsụ obodo ha pụọ ya n'ọnụ. Even in a strange land. N'ihu anya ya ka o ji ihe ndị ekpere na-egosi gị. You that is a prosecutor doing like you are not seeing, and somebody wants him to pet them. Why did he say lawyer wait? Because lawyer will create way for the proceedings. Smarter, they will give them 3 days court order, court adjournment to make them happy. Smarter, they give them 1 week to make next one appear as 6 months adjournment. By then, all by ego. Sin and die is without date of court. That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case ended 2022. 2022. Though they extended it to appeal court, Supreme Court. Supreme Court own ended 2023, December 15. The other one ended October 13, 2022. Even went to another one, October 26, 2022. Everything ended there. So why are they forcing themselves to proceed? People that committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu in his hometown, Afarokwibe, in Kenya. Every court ruling pointed Kenya. Appeal court pointed Kenya. Condemn his arrest. You cannot say that I committed robbery against you, and in order to fight me, you cannot report legally to arrest me legally. You will now come and rob me. If you rob me, you are now an armed robber, and people will see your own. Nobody sees my own. You are just giving me allegation. So what I ask Barrister Ejimako is, why do you not refer Nigerian state that the case should be tried in UK? You said they should return it to the southeast. Southeast, where they will come and kill Nnamdi Kanu and say it's IPOB. Ndị awụcha lawyer o, nnọchi event a na-eme. Ndị awụcha lawyer. Return Nnamdi Kanu to southeast. Ka abịa gbagbuo ya, ka Nigeria abịa gbagbuo ya. Onye mụfụkwara Kanu ma Kuje prison, ha ga-abịakwa igbu ya, ya nọ na DSS. Ọ ha hapụ ya ka ọ laa. Ibuga ya ala Igbo, ha abịa bọmbụọ ya, Nigeria Army abịa bọmbụọ ya. Nigeria Army egbuo Nnamdi Kanu. A na-eti agba abịa n'ala Igbo, o nwere ihe o mere n'ala Igbo. Come to where the court, the case happened. I'm not here constitution on Ukwu, but the case did not happen in ala Igbo, in Southeast. It happened in London. What happened in Southeast is a case that governors should answer. Governors of Southeast should answer what happened in Southeast, not Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot prescribe IPOB 2017 and you want to give evidence of what happened in 2020. Use it as evidence against for your prescription. What are your evidences of why you prescribe of 2017? In actual evidence 2020, 2021, 2023. Why must you demand for his case to return to Southeast?
where the case, the offense was committed. Did he commit offense? No, but he was lawyer. And not even alleged, or where he is being accused, where the offense was committed. Ihe ndị a niile ka anyị na-ebutecha n'isi anyị a ara na-achọ ịgba anyị. Things ndị gwa na ha ụlọ ya na act ya wee mụnwa na-enwe skuulu m gara na-abịa amata mgbe onye mmadụ ụdara iberibe. Director na-atụ aka na London, why are you not mentioning Radio Biafra? Ị na-atụ aka n'ala Igbo ka ihe nga criminality mee n'ala Igbo nke anụ. Where did the offense happen? On non-government 2020. Nnamdi Kanu home was attacked 2017. They say he jumped bail. Why must they prosecute him after bringing him from Kenya? They will bring charges of things that happened in 2020. And you welcome it as amended can charges that has something to do with the old warrant. What is the connection of charges happened in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 have something to do with a warrant that was granted bail which has charges in it in 2017? Why did you not call it a new warrant? Why did Nigeria not want to accept that the old warrant of his accusation that have been defeated? Why are they trying to hook it on? That is the warrant that his home was attacked. That warrant is where the bail was granted. That warrant is where the charges of treason are. Why are they coming up with the charges of 2018? You, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, from 2020 to 2021. You, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, from 2019 to 2022. You, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, from 2018 to 2021. The same man you say he jumped in 2017. The charge you brought against him in 2021 are charged about in 2018. And you say you're a country. Ebe ka Kanu ga-adị politically correct. Ị ga-agụcha law, iche na law mgbe a na court, ime ya mere onye mere agitation, ma ị na-emete ya ya present agitation ya. If you don't like it, you go. We continue. We continue. And we are, our time is at hand already. Our time is at hand already. Our time is at hand. And that is where we are bringing this very program of today to an end. From me, fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Nnamdi, and from our Biafra Television Europe studio, it is good afternoon.